So, welcome everyone. Today is World Sleep Day, and so the theme is obviously sleep and possibly including a little bit of dreaming. I'm just going to give it a few minutes before we begin the meditation and let people have a chance to come into the call. Just to note that this meditation and this video will be available after today. So if you want to repeat anything or if you missed anything, then you can always look that up. Just give it a few more as people trickle in. So with it being World Sleep Day, the idea is that there's a global um, awareness that is brought onto the importance of sleep, trying to highlight its benefits, essential benefits, really, for memory consolidation, in particular, immune function, emotion regulation, overall well-being. I don't think there's a single psychological issue that isn't improved with better sleep and actually made worse with poor sleep. So chronic sleep, for instance, has been shown to be linked to increased stress, anxiety, cognitive decline, weakened immunity. So there's a lot that sleep does, and especially deep sleep, when we're allowed to go into the deeper stages of sleep. And some of you will know that there are what are called sleep stages in what we have as the sleep cycle. And so there's this like stage one, which is like a light sleep transition phase. And then we can enter stage two, which is a deeper relaxation. The brainwaves start slowing down. And then we enter stage three and four. Sometimes they're lumped together. I think there's enough difference to say that they're actually separate. But this is the slowest wave sleep, where a lot of our physical recovery and mental recovery actually takes place, essential for healing. So that very delta rich slow wave sleep allows your brain to clean itself out. To it's got like a wonderful irrigation system of getting rid of the toxins of the day, and also release human growth hormone in the body, so that repairs take place in cuts and bruises, and nails grow, hair grows, all that kind of stuff that's useful. And then we can enter into what's called REM sleep, or rapid eye movement sleep. And this is typically where we dream. So the dream activity is similar to wakefulness, not exactly the same, but very similar. That's why it's referred to as paradoxical sleep. And this is critical for learning, for memory, for planning the next day, which is one of the main uses of dreaming and sleep in general, actually, to restore and then have a sort of planning function, a predictive function. So some things that can disturb a good night's sleep are, as you probably know, blue light from screens and technology. The effects are not as strong as you might think. They can suppress melatonin, but you would need to be exposed to those blue light screens and so on for quite a long time. So, and even then, the research shows that it only shifts your circadian rhythm for maybe about 10 or 15 minutes. So it's not drastic. The main thing is what people are consuming on those screens and technology. So if you're stressing about an email at work, or if you're watching episodes of something that, has zombie apocalypse going on, then that might agitate you a little bit. And then we want to immediately stop and sleep. So stress and anxieties are actually the main reason why people struggle to get a good night's sleep. Racing thoughts, preventing deep rest, and also just the momentum of thoughts carrying over into the nighttime. And you're suddenly lying down and saying, stop thinking, let me go to sleep. Well, you need to give it a little bit. There are some things that we can do that can help. And so one of them is having reduce screen time before bed. So this lowers that blue light exposure, but also exposure to stimulating stimuli, and also starting to have some sort of relaxation wind down period where you can be listening to a track like I'm going to be presenting in a moment, creating a sleep friendly environment. So cool, dark, quiet, comfortable. Not rigidly so, just making it just a little bit less distracting, so keeping your devices out of the room and things that can can annoy you, like a ticking clock, for instance. And the other thing that can be really useful is just having a consistent bedtime and especially wake up time. So waking up at the same time every day can help to train your circadian rhythm, so that you naturally start to wind down. And by the end of the day, you're naturally feeling tired. Um, I mean, there's obvious things like avoiding caffeine and alcohol. And heavy meals, they can start to interfere with your sleep cycle. So, just doing the best you can, and as well as what we're going to be playing to you in a moment. And really, Monroe has a long history with sleep, because when Bob first wanted to explore out of body experiences, he started with sleep learning, actually, and the out of body was almost like a byproduct of that. So getting people to sleep was the first thing that was done even before it was an institute. So playing those rhythmic delta patterns, and there's some other supportive sounds as well, will help you to get into what are restorative, rejuvenative kind of frequencies. So even if you don't fall asleep, actually listening to these sounds and not trying to do anything can be very, very useful. And if you don't do it at night, then maybe slightly earlier in the day, around about a siesta time, just after lunchtime, typically for most people, will be a good time to be listening to this exercise. So you don't just have to do it at nighttime. If you want a nap, because it's 30 minutes, it can be very, very useful for that. So before we get into that, I just want to say something about some practices pre-sleep. You might want to keep a journal handy to set aside some worry time earlier in the day. This can be early afternoon. I wouldn't do it just before bed, otherwise you prime it. So just clearing your mind with a little bit of journaling before you start your evening routines. A gratitude or visualization type of practice. There are plenty in the Expand app. 5 minutes is all it takes, just to kind of get into more of that heart-centered space. So it gets you out of being fully heady all the time, and setting an intention as well for sleep exploration, which actually is included in this meditation. So that not only targets sleep as a restorative time, but also invites us to explore this portal that opens every single night for us, because sleep is a gateway to conscious exploration. The dreaming brain is highly active. There's a lot going on there, and it's incredibly creative. So dreams can provide insight, creativity, even guidance. Lucid dreams and out-of-body experiences may emerge from deep relaxation before sleep, on the way into sleep. So we can set our intention to really maximize the nighttime. And this isn't done in an aggressive way, like I really need to have an out-of-body experience or a lucid dream. It's just gently offered to the state. So as you're drifting, you're kind of setting an intention to allow yourself to enter consciously that mind awake, body asleep state, which we typically call focus 10 in our programs. So becoming aware that you're dreaming without waking up is something that can be trained. And it means that you get the restorative physical benefits while your mind gets to play in more expanded states of consciousness. So we're going to go into this exercise now. And this exercise is something that I put together to cover what I was just saying. Is called deep sleep exploration, so that you can relax your way into deep sleep, but at the same time setting an intention to allow the dream state, or the sleep state in general, to be a fertile ground for getting insights and the creative inputs, and just finding out more about the greater reality. So go and play. Be open, make yourself as comfortable as possible. You don't have to be rigid, but be deliberate when you're lying down. If you fall asleep, great, mission accomplished. If you want to repeat this because you sleep well anyway and you would like the exploratory benefits, you might want to do this a little bit later into the night. So first half of the night, just sleep. Second half of the night, you might want to play this track. And you can be wearing headphones or earbuds, just something that gives you that left-right split, because that will maximize the effectiveness of the Monroe Sound Science technology that you'll be listening to in this track. And then, as always, we're welcome to any inputs, and on our YouTube channel, feel free to drop anything that you've experienced into the chat, anything you'd like to share about this. And with that, I just say happy dreaming. Go and explore this exercise, and hope it gives you what you need. Enjoy. Welcome to this meditation on deep sleep exploration. Find a comfortable position in your bed and just allow yourself to settle into it, taking in a nice, easy breath and then slowly exhale. And the next breath, just let that go in a little bit deeper and then out, releasing it a little more slowly. That's it. And with the next breath in and out, just feel the weight of your body sinking into the surface beneath you, really giving your weight to the bed. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do. This is your time to rest, restore, and explore. And letting any thoughts of the day to release through you with every breath. Just inviting any tension in the body to move through you with every out-breath. Allow yourself to be fully present in this moment. Just breathing. Next, bring your awareness to your feet and just thinking about imagining a warm, soothing wave of relaxation gently washing over them. Each breath inviting this wave to move upwards through your legs and hips and torso, just easing and melting away any tension that it finds. Just letting every breath move that wave through your body and invite it to spread through your shoulders and down your arms and into your fingertips now. And finally, it reaches your neck and face. Allow it to soften your jaw, relax your forehead, the muscles that control your eyes, allowing your entire body to flow in this wave of relaxation as you allow yourself to move into a state of deep relaxation now. And now let's deepen this further by adding a count as we move from 1 to 10. Allow every number, every count, to move you into an even deeper state of comfort, of calm and ease. So beginning now with 1, deeply relaxed, and just letting go, willing that to happen, allowing it to happen, more comfort, more ease, more calm. Nothing else matters right now. Number 2, almost there, just moving along these numbers. On 3, deeper still. And just floating effortlessly to 4 and 5. Weightless, calm and serene on 6. More calm, more ease on 7. Mind and body beginning to relax even more. And this requires no effort on your part. With your eyes closed, just drifting peacefully to 8. And letting go even more now as you move to number 9. Deeper and deeper to 10. 10. And thinking of the number 10, a state of mind awake, body asleep. The body can move into the background and just let it be there. And just noticing your thoughts beginning to slow and drift. And this allows your awareness to expand to include more of your experience, noticing more of those little things that perhaps you weren't paying attention to before. Subtle things, intuitive things, as you continue to drift and flow. Imagine that gentle wave of energy lifting you slightly, expanding your awareness gently beyond your physical outline, beyond your physical form. And you can leave that body in that bed as you move into a state of expanded awareness now. Here, the boundaries of your body begin to dissolve, and you can allow yourself to enter a deep sense of inner peace. And if any thoughts arise, as they naturally do, then just simply notice them, observe them, just drifting away like clouds in the sky, or like leaves on a stream, just flowing away from you. Let them pass, allowing yourself to return to the stillness, an ever-expanding stillness. And just exploring that for a moment. And as your mind becomes calm and tensions melt away completely, the world around you fades, leaving only the stillness. Drifting effortlessly deeper and deeper into an ever-expanding state beyond the physical. The space of sleep is near, inviting you in, and fully relaxed, fully open to rest and renewal. But sleep is not just rest, it is also a journey, a journey inward into the landscapes of your dreams, the depths of your subconscious, the vastness of your own awareness. So as your body drifts deeper into sleep, your consciousness remains gently aware. Tonight, as dreams unfold, let them be a space for insight and renewal. When you find yourself in a dream, you can pause and notice the details, where you are and how you feel. Inviting symbols and messages to arise, welcoming them with curiosity. Inviting your dreams to convey wisdom, creativity, and guidance. And there's nothing to force, nothing to do, just a gentle invitation to explore, to receive, to flow. So let go completely now, sinking, floating, exploring. Sleep deeply, sleep well, dream freely. So, welcome back, everyone. If you're asleep, please stay asleep, enjoy it. If you enjoyed that meditation and would like a copy of it, then all that we ask is you become a monthly donor to the Institute, as our work is supported by people who give donations, as well as through people who take part in our programs. And like everything else, this is a practice. So practice, practice, practice gently with this meditation, with the other ones that are in the Expand app. If you train bad habits in sleeping, then you can train good habits in sleeping. So keeping that regular sleep time and waking time can really help here. So I hope you've enjoyed this meditation, and we'll catch you at the next one. Thank you.
You are more than your physical body. This is not a new idea. Religions have whispered this truth through the ages to be accepted on faith. At the Monroe Institute, we equip people with tools and methods to understand this profound reality firsthand through their own direct experience. And that changes everything. It changes how you relate to yourself and the world around you. It changes your priorities. It completely removes the fear of death and replaces it with a sense of wonder and appreciation for this physical experience we're having. It allows you to embrace life's journey through highs and lows with a renewed sense of purpose and joy. Robert Monroe referred to this shift in perspective as having a different overview. Now imagine a world where this different overview is universal. We would understand that we are all fundamentally connected and that each of us is part of a greater whole. We would realize that it's pointless to be killing each other over ideas, borders, or resources. We would see a shift from a society based on competition and conflict to a society based on cooperation and compassion. The problems we face today are just symptoms of a deeper issue, a fundamental misunderstanding of the human experience. Life is not a cosmic accident, and consciousness is not the accidental byproduct of our brains. It's time for humanity to know the truth about who and what we really are. It's time for the global awakening of human consciousness. At the Monroe Institute, we're on a transformative mission. Over the next decade, we aim to touch 80 million souls with a direct experience of expanded awareness, showing them their true potential. But this journey requires more than intent. It requires resources. For those with the means to propel this dream, we invite you to be an integral part of humanity's next evolution. In the words of Robert Monroe, it's time to get it out there. Reach out and let's bring this vision to life together.